BattleBit could be the last fun first-person shooter of its kind, at least for a while.
This is my first day playing, guys.
Oh, scuba.
Help, medic!
I know, the title's making a hefty claim, but look around us. We've been living in a bit of a casual multiplayer FPS wasteland. It sounds dramatic, but think about it. Back 4 Blood was a worse version of Left 4 Dead that got literally Left 4 Dead. Darktide seemed too focused on their in-game shop for the first several months rather than the game itself. Redfall was half-baked, bad, and $70. Battlefield is widely considered a husk of what it once was. Halo is... doing much worse than I thought, apparently. And Call of Duty had an identity crisis in 2018 that worked? Well, it worked for a while, at least. Can't blame them for trying, I guess. Admittedly, we have Counter-Strike 2 on the horizon, but I'm hesitant to refer to that as something, quote, new. But does that matter?
I'm healing!
You can heal and ping.
Over there!
Ping it. Ping it.
I'm pinging! I'm pinging!
Ping it. Ping it. Ping it. Guys,
well, no, not really. Take BattleBit as an example. Playing BattleBit for the first time is kind of like if you spent the last several years of your life playing League of Legends and then one day you decided to do, I don't know, literally anything else, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't know what the f I'm talking about, do you?
She's too far gone. It's new, but it's not new, yet it's the most fun I or many of my friends have had playing a shooter of its kind in a long, long time. The game's not perfect, of course.
No, clumsy smurfaroo. Don't go in there. Hello? Like, is my
Yeah, don't go in there.
And it's not as if it's made incredible innovations to the genre. Truthfully, everything that BattleBit has done right, Battlefield has already done right in prior iterations. Let's take Battlefield 3, for example. Classes? Check. Highly customizable loadouts? Check. Huge player lobbies? Check. Destructible environments? Check. Helicopter zipline? No, but more games need to have them.
You know, you might not want to be on that rope. I'm gonna fly well.
That's okay, I love rope.
Oh my god.
So, if it's all been done equally as good already, why is BattleBit such a hit? And why might it be the last of its kind? Well, AAA companies have lost focus. While their money-making methods improve, if you will, their general game production philosophy still seems dated. The days of spectacle and marveling over just how visually stunning a multiplayer game looks are gone. And while that could have and did carry companies back in the early 2010s, it can't anymore, at least not for the time being. Because rather than being excited by how beautifully realistic an upcoming game will look, we're left wondering how many crashes we'll need to endure as a result.
No!
Or what local business we can get away with heisting just so we can accrue the funds to upgrade our $600 MSRP graphics card just for it to be considered outdated 8 months later. Or when we'll be able to get our hands on the newest console for $500.
Alright, Anna, stop. Anna, stop. Anna, what the hell is this? Anna, back up! Back up, Anna! Back!
BattleBit, arguably, sets aside spectacle in favor of gameplay and performance. Nobody looks at BattleBit and goes, can I run that? Similarly, few people look at BattleBit and go, can I afford that? The game runs well and plays even better, and it's fun, which is, when generalizing video games as a whole, the most important aspect of a game.
They don't know yet, they don't know. You're capping, we're capping. Go, 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 find a building. Quick, quick, find a building and hide.
Go, rats.
Oh, hide! Hide!
Everything hurts.
How many APCs are here?
In a world where companies and their investors prioritize launch dates and monetization, it's nice to just have fun, and that's what it comes down to. Although they didn't make any groundbreaking changes to the Battlefield formula, if you will, several small innovations keep the game fresh, such as the ability to selectively destroy small sections of a wall with a pickaxe, rather than needing to blow the entire thing down with explosives, which you can still do.
Goodbye.
Or the addition of different belts, helmets, and armor pieces that allow players to play how they want. Or, even better, the addition of cross-team voice chat, which makes for both incredible and unexpected moments throughout one's play session. Very few games allow you to have interactions like this.
No, don't kill me! Don't kill me! Do not kill me! Don't!
He's in the office.
No, I'm not!
Kill him.
I'm not!
Killing everyone. Wait, he's killing everyone.
No, I'm not!
You're killing everyone.
I got it.
Help me! Guys, revive me. I want to play on your team.
Fuck you, Taylor.
No, please.
I beat him.
Put me down. Put me down. Put me down.
Shoot his corpse. Shoot his corpse.
A feature like this wouldn't have made it into the game had BattleBit's 3-man dev team decided to ignore their core community. We've all at least seen a couple of clips online of players talking crazy after a death in Call of Duty, in the form of hot miking, one of the community's most beloved features. BattleBit went the extra mile and just gave players from either team the ability to talk through proximity voice chat. Meanwhile, Battlefield 2042 didn't even have standard team voice chat for 5 months after release, probably because they were too busy squashing some of the many bugs the game had at launch. To make matters worse, but still slightly better, last I checked, the game only allows for squad and party chat. Meaning, if you want to form any sort of connection with your fellow teammates in different squads, you'll have to resort to, I don't know, jumping and crouching in the form of a primitive dance, maybe?
Hey, man. Hey, we gotta let him go. He surrendered. We gotta just leave, brother.
On the other side of the field, you have Call of Duty, whose recent approach to matchmaking over the last several years prevents players from forming any kind of relationship akin to the ones you might have created in the earlier days of multiplayer first-person shooters. Admittedly, their system has pros and cons, as all things do, but the social aspect of these franchises has undeniably taken a serious hit. And this isn't all to say that the AAA companies that I've been talking about lack the ability to make these small innovations, just that they don't do it. Many of them haven't learned that you don't need to reinvent the wheel to make interesting changes. Take Call of Duty's flip-floppy methodology when it comes to what time period they want their game to be in. Their indecision and misunderstanding of their core community resulted in half-baked implementations of certain systems, only for those ideas to be scrapped a game or two later before they could really nail it down. For example, their brief stints with futuristic movement. They've recently grounded themselves a bit better by sticking to a more modern approach with, would you believe it, modern warfare. But even then, they couldn't stop themselves from doing too much and spreading themselves too thin. Call of Duty now has the campaign, multiplayer, Warzone, DMZ, and raids. They did seemingly everything and lost the ability to truly fix anything.
Do not spawn on me. Do not. You fucking kidding? Yeah, you too, huh? You serious?
Could DICE, or even Activision for that matter, learn from BattleBit and bring about a golden age of casual multiplayer shooters? Theoretically, I suppose. But why would they? Even if a small minority of players buy into whatever monetization scheme the company cooks up, that's oftentimes enough to make back the cost of the game and then some. So it's unlikely. On top of that, they know how to bleed their core audience with nostalgia. You think Modern Warfare 2 and its beloved cast of characters didn't have anything to do with the game's initial success? I sound like a bit of a downer right now, and maybe I am. But even despite all this, the success and rapid adoption of BattleBit shows us that we don't need these companies to create the games we've been dreaming of. As they continue to disappoint, indie developers prove that given enough time and support, they're capable of creating games more fun and even innovative than we could have ever imagined. Hopefully, the grand success of BattleBit can result in yet another indie game genre resurgence akin to the recent boom of first-person boomer shooters. No matter how long it may take, indie developers have found a way. Whether it be Supergiant Games and their team of independent developers, artists, and musicians, a small team with a wacky idea of combining dwarves and intergalactic spiders, or 3 people with the hope of reviving a genre that has since lost its way, there will always be at least one game out there for everyone. And as long as we continue to support indie developers, then maybe, I hope, and I even do believe that I'm wrong.
When is this thing gonna blow up? I have killed more than a dozen foes. I've killed 14 people.
It's flaming right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anyways, if you haven't and if you can, play BattleBit and support independent developers.